Mud. Muddy mud. Look how good this mud looks, by the way. What a weird way to start a video. Jesus Christ, look how realistic that dirt looks. I mean, YouTube's probably going to absolutely destroy it with the compression afterwards, but hello, everybody. Welcome to RogueMX. This is Smokester's newest creation, which I believe it released yesterday on the store. I'm in a weird spot right now where I've got so many new tracks coming out and just tracks to cover in general. People sliding me DMs saying, do you want to play this? Do you want to play that? This is releasing on this date, so on and so forth. I'm overwhelmed. There are so many tracks that we're having to cover at the moment, but I love it. I would rather have too many tracks than not enough tracks. So we're going to see how this goes. Smokester has been on a massive track building grind as of late. He is pumping out consistent, fun quality, just good tracks overall. So I'm hoping for some more of the same today. It is incredibly bright. It is a very orangey track. If I turn my reshade off, it's a little bit more on the brown side, but I love playing this game with reshade on. It might be a bit too much on the eyes this time round because the track itself is quite naturally bright, but we'll see how it goes. I think it should be a good time. I'm just rocking normal stuff today. We're still rocking the KTM 450. I do not know where I spawned. Oh, I'm over here. Yeah, still rocking the KTM 450. I thought it's best to just be boring rather than mixing things up today, since we're getting closer and closer to the MX of Nations on Saturday. So just more practice for me overall, and let's spin some laps and have a good time. Now, I do have 3D grass turned on today, which I did not have on yesterday, and I apologise to Mr. Pelster for that, because the Hills track that he released is 10 times better looking once you have grass enabled. It's one of them things that I've always had turned off just from an FPS perspective. You have to imagine that playing the game in 2K while streaming it in 2K with all the other settings maxed out, it's a lot for the game to handle sometimes. And if it was a case of I was just there for a good time rather than trying to do well as well, I wouldn't mind having some FPS drops as much, but they can really mess you up just with like input delays and so on and so forth. So I usually haven't 3D grass off. There'll probably be a time again where I switch it off and forget to turn it back on. But there you go. That is my reasoning. So we do have 3D grass for this track. I imagine that you can already hit a massive triple out that corner. One thing that I've seen Smokester's been pretty good at is these outdoors tracks, so they're MX tracks, but they almost do feel a little bit supercrossy in their build, where you can kind of take different lines, different rhythms, like step onto tables and step off again. Just trying to eye up these different sections to see what you can and can't do. So if you hit that outside wheel, you can probably send that entire thing there. I'm just checking the map because there was a tight 180 at the top of this hill. I didn't want to overdo it, overcommit to it at all. Got some rough down here as well, so it's not perfectly smooth, not just straightforward. You have to think about it a little bit. It's like a big old double here. Yes, around to the left, and this straightens up. Step over that. Is this just a table? No, there's another single afterwards, so noted. Just stand up on the pegs around here. A little bit of I was going to say the rut there was whipped out, but it's actually the top of the rut itself that was bumpy. Inside the rut was perfectly smooth. Sit down over that single, drop down here. He's put some little sponge wobbles to stop anybody being scumbags and trying to cut the track. Big uphill triple. This is exactly what I mean right here about it being almost a little bit supercrossy. I don't think I can get away with tripling that. So even if you're on the big boy 450, you might have to resort to doubling in some sections. Only thing I will say is in some corners, like this one right there, every single rut is the same angle and is the same height and is the same smoothness. So it does end up being a little bit inside dominant, which is the only bit of constructive feedback that I have there. But we have some rough on this track now. I'm not sure how much rough Smokester has added into tracks in the past. Can we get a bit steezy over the finish line? Yes, we can. I tried sending an Oppo. My Oppo game is a little bit weak, I'll be honest, boys. But there you go, there's a lap already. That's a long lap time. That's 2 minutes long. I just realised my timer at the top left is a lot smaller than usual. I think that was off the back of the vertical stream that I'd done trying to condense everything down. So I will change that for the future because I cannot see a thing. So here you go, big step onto this table. Oh, the back wheel caught a little bit, but the front wheel made it over no problem. And thankfully, because good old OEM suspension, you can get away with case and some stuff like that. Bit faster over this turn in double this time to get over it cleanly. Now I'm going to try and go around the outside here faster because I want to triple over this tabletop. Yeet. There we go. And then single your way into the corner, jump into that rut. Lovely stuff. Double at the top of the hill. Bit of a stretch that. I think this is quite a heavily 450 dominant track. I think the 250 might struggle around some of these bits. Slot into that rut there. Lovely. This is another big double that you got to send. Yeah, a lot of these jumps will be quite hard on a 250. And then we'll send this bad boy. Oh, my goodness. I think you are meant to send that. I'm going to do that again next lap. Yeah, if I'm just not going to shut off. I'm just going to try and absolutely send it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Break. Ah, and the front wins. Front end's gone. I've just absolutely cased the life out of this section because I went inside and still managed to almost quad. So I'm going to rail around the outside at the bottom of this hill and see if we can get a big old step up. I'm hoping the outside rut will hold you really, really well. Stretch it. Oh, actually, I've overjumped it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Trying to turn on doubles while going far is a little bit of a problem. It's a big old quad in there. Was it like a quad double triple, maybe? Or quad double single? I have to see. Like I said, exactly. Basically, I'm proving myself right here that this is, whilst it's outdoors tracks, they are very, very Supercross-esque. So it's almost a bit hybrid-y in a way, but there's multiple line choices, which is very, very refreshing. Oh my goodness, I almost got kicked over the bars there. Jesus. I need to be a bit more awake. This track isn't as easy as these other tracks have been in the past. You do have to think about your line choices because of the bumps and such. Let's get slotted into this middle rut here, get the bike cranked over. I can't remember what's going on here. Big old triple, holy. Doesn't matter about landing far, you're all right. And then hit this step down. I thought there was another jump at the end of that. God, oh, God, how have I survived? Front end should have washed there. So I can't triple this time. So we're just going to go double. And then we're going to go tabletop. Downside that nicely. Get slotted into the middle. Just going to stay up on the pegs. No need to sit down everywhere. And then this is our turning one. You can see the rut that I've started building up on the face of this. So it gives you a good gauge of where to go. And I'm going to go around the outside here because I want to triple over this tabletop. I have a feeling that going inside and just going on-off is probably quicker. But it does feel cool when you step all the way over in the air. It's nice. Oh, up and over that. I'm going to go middle rut this time. Carry that momentum rather than having to get on the brakes as much. Or going all the way down to the outside. This was not by choice. It does give you a bit more oomph to get up and over this double though. Here we go. I want to send this. Rail that bad boy. And stretch it. Stretch it. No. Oh, no. Well, now I kind of just want to do it again. I'm turning around and going to hit this double again. If I start off further wide... Oh no, I've not got much forwards momentum here. Screw it. Trying to get that front wheel over. Get that front wheel over. Yes! Oh my goodness, that is huge. That is probably as close as you want to get. Whether that was intentional or not, I have no clue, but that is unreal. That's a huge, huge send. Very, very fun. It'll be basically perfect. And that's on the KTM 450, which I would regard as being the fastest bike in the game at this point. I'm going to triple here from the inside. I keep messing up this rhythm section in particular. I just need to get an idea of what it is that I want to do, because whilst going around the outside and quadding in is fine, you then do make the corner quite tight for yourself. So if I just go inside and we triple in, can I triple again? Triple. Oh, I don't know. There's a bit of a stretch, you know, and I don't really want to check up and just double my way through, because that feels quite slow. That's one of them sections of track that I guarantee if I was to do another 5 laps in the video, I wouldn't hit it right. As soon as the video would end, I'd go and do another couple of laps, and I'd probably find something in there that was good. But you guys can find what line works for you. You can find out what's the fastest. I've already seen people like hot lapping tracks like Baja, for example, like newer releases. And I guess since we are in that weird part of the year right now, where there's not too much going on, you know, the Supercross is done, Outdoors is done. We're just waiting on other series like SMX and OzSX, things like that. I suppose people are just trying to find ways of entertaining themselves, and hot lap seems to be the way forwards. I don't know if I'm going to get on the train again this year. I done a whole bunch of forest stuff earlier in this year, didn't I? And kind of burnt myself out of hot lapping a little bit. I should not have tried tripling that from the inside. That is definitely just a double tabletop. I'll go round to the right. Right, this next corner is where I want to go inside. I'll go step on, step off. Send this bad boy. Try and downside one of the braking bumps. Okay. Oh, that was hella sketchy. Just hold on to it. Hold on to it. I'm going to double out of here. Oh, say double. Step on, step off. Round to the right. Actually gives you a lot better momentum to get up the hill, to get over that double. If you go step on, step off, because you're just moving forwards rather than going up in the air the whole time. I'm going to slow it down into here. I want to send it again just for the culture, just for the memes. Here we go. Shift up. And whoop. Oh, much better that time. I think the rut that I made kind of helped. It kind of compressed my suspension more for me, so I got over it a lot cleaner that time. Lovely stuff. And then double slot into this inside rut. Step back down the hill. Down over these rollers. Double over that bad boy. I am going to go outside just to quad again because it makes you feel good hitting some big boy lines. Yeet. Oh, I checked up a little bit that time, actually. Yeah, so it's just quad double. Can I triple? No, it's got to be quad double double. So the initial jump into that rhythm that you can either quad off of or triple off of is quite built up, so it sends you really, really far. The other ones are more, they're a bit more flattened out, they're a bit more rollery than rhythmy. So you just have to double your way through that, unfortunately. I don't think you can get the oomph to get up and over and triple them properly. Down the hill, through these braking bumps again. I like that he's done this with these straights, because if there was no braking bumps there and it was just completely flat straight, I imagine it might get a little bit boring after a while, but he's giving you something to do. You have to pick your line, commit to it. I'm going to check up on this a little bit this time. I'm going to go left side. Go left side and double in. And then we can step on. Oh, no, I don't like that, because then you have to slam on the brakes to roll off the edge of it. Okay, noted. Just going to double out the corner, hit this tabletop, float all the way up and over that. Inside. Stay as light as possible on the bike to get up and over those braking bumps on the inside. And we'll send this bad boy again. Oh, I'm landing deep here in these braking bumps again. Trying to turn on them bumps is a little bit sketchy, but I'd much rather be thinking about it than just have plain sailing the whole time. This is really fun, like genuinely fun. Very flowy, multiple line choices, which is what you want. Get on the brakes into the middle right. You can absolutely send some of these lines. Some of the ruts are, well, some of the corners ruts, as I go flying off the track here. Okay. Some of the corners, the ruts are built up a lot more than other corners. So some corners you can really get the bike cranked over sideways, and then other ones you just have to kind of check up a little bit and take your time. I'm not going to have the speed to fully send this entire downhill this time, but we could try and... There you go. There's a little alternative line for you. Just double and then jump from the tabletop. That is... Oh, I suppose that's the downside of coming up a little bit short and double for it. You do have to get it pretty damn perfect. Oh, back end. Hold on to everybody. And then stepping down the hill. Downside that bad boy. Let's try... Can I quad... Oh, no. I messed it up. I don't even know if I'm going to have the speed to triple now. Let's transfer it. Call me K-Dub. I was going to see if I could quad it from the middle rut, because that would be a lot faster than going all the way around the outside. But I did not get the bike cranked over quite enough. So let's go back into this. Rail that. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a stretch. Oh, I came up a little bit short. Hung up the back wheel. You can definitely do that. I think I just need to hit the corner a little bit better, to be honest. There you go. Corners like this. So you see all of the ruts. They're the same height as each other. They all follow exactly the same angle. There's no like crossing over or one's tighter than the other. One kind of goes inside to outside, so on and so forth. Same with this corner. So it's almost, it becomes a little bit inside dominant, which I think is the only one single criticism that I have on the entire track. You know, I mean, it looks nice. The textures on the track are really, really good. It's a little bit orange from my eyes. I'm getting old at this point, boys. I can't deal with the bright colours quite as much as you guys. But I guarantee if I was to turn this off and leave it darker like this, it would probably look very, very bland, and I think the YouTube compression would be horrendous on it. So I'm keeping it a little bit brighter for the video. But overall, really, really solid track. I would probably argue maybe his most fun one so far. What's it? Is he on like four or five at this point? I want to say 4. I'm happy to be proven wrong. But yeah, he's got a bit of a knack for it. He seems to really enjoy it as well. And I can't believe the speed at which he's getting through them, because I couldn't do it, genuinely. I'm struggling so much with trying to texture my track at the moment. I think I'm gonna outsource and get someone else to try and do it for me. I think that's probably the best move to make it look as good as possible. But really, really good job. Well done. I would definitely recommend this. Really good fun overall. So good job, Smokester. Thank you for giving the community something else to play whilst we're in this horrible off-season with not much to do. Thank you, all of you, for watching. It's very much appreciated. Please do drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, or subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content from myself. And have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.